Hello again, everybody. Zeg Attack is here with the Atakline for this Veterans Day Monday, November 11th, 2013. Alright, happy Veterans Day, everybody. Salute to all the veterans who served and who are currently serving. Salute. Alright, I hope everyone had a great weekend, though. I had a good weekend. 2 gigs this weekend for me. This past Friday, I did a Splash Bash. Thankfully, it wasn't snowing like it was today here in Michigan, but okay turnout for a Friday night Splash Bash. Decent crowd, about 100 kids, and they danced a little to the line dance or two, but it's more laid back vibe, to be requested at all. They were requesting songs I would not play at a Splash Bash, but they were requesting them anyway. Like Cups from the Pitch Perfect movie, and a lot of other songs. So it was a decent show on Friday night. And Saturday night, I did an event for the Lions Hearing Center, which is of Michigan. Done it for the third year in a row, this dinner dance. It's to benefit, hearing aids and stuff, and benefit people. And there's a great cause and great event. I DJ'd the dancing part of this dinner dance. They had dinner entertainment in the form of Detroit circus performers who I was very impressed. Fire breathers, and there was even a guy on stilts. That was pretty awesome. And they had a Brazilian band do dinner as well. They played music for the circus performers. And Glenda Lewis from WXYZ Channel 7 was the MC. Her mother MC'd it 2 years ago. And I was there all 3 years. When her mother MC'd it 2 years ago. When Coleman Holland MC'd it last year. And this year she's doing it. The show itself, like last year, it was a great start. We started off strong with some great line dances. And we had the entire floor packed. But the majority of the people were older. About 60, 70 years old. So they left early. So by the time we got to 11 o'clock, half the people have left already. But despite that, we had a great turnout, great crowd, though. They loved the dancing, the line dances. It was tough to get them on for more than one song, but still, they loved the show, and they were dancing. The people that stayed, the 50 people that stayed after most of the people have left, stayed and party until at least 12 o'clock when the establishment said, you gotta go home. So it was a great weekend of gigs for me. All right. Now on the entertainment news of the week. Of the day from the weekend, starting with your new #1 movie in America, Ending, the 1 week random Enders Game, probably a big gross of this fall thus far. Thor: The Last War debuts at #1 with 87 million, 86 million or something like that. So congrats to Liam Hemsworth. And I like to segue that with news on his X. Of course, the MTV Europe Music Awards was last night. And I would like to express my thoughts by composing a song. Ahem. The EMAs were so great. Tamale got high. Ooh, she lied to join on stage, so she got high. Da da da. Now her tongue's hanging out, and we know why, mate. 'Cause Molly got high. 'Cause Molly got high. 'Cause Molly got high. Da, 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 da. That's the biggest headline of last night's EMAs. Miley Cyrus smoking a joint on stage following a win for Best Video for Wrecking Ball. I'm hearing MTV in America censored it. They bleeped Molly out of a performance in the VMAs. Now they bleeped them smoking a joint. Whereas a lot of single winners, but double winners, Austin Mahoney winning too for Best Artist on the Rise, and also winning for Best Push, because he's a new artist. Also winning 2 awards. Eminem winning 2. He won Best Hip Hop Artist, and he won a special award for Global Icon. He performed Berserk. Good performance there. Other single winners included Bruno Mars winning Best Song for Locked Out of Heaven. Macklemore, Ryan Lewis winning Best New Artist. They deserve it because, hey, they had a heck of a year. Katy Perry winning Best Female. And performing a new single, Unconditionally. I hate the single, though, because it's not dancing. But hey, that's what people want now. Melancholy songs. Bieber winning Best Male. Too bad his tour's troubles are starting to pop up again. Winning Best Male for the 4th year in a row and undeserving. But I think Europe likes him more than America now. Beyonce winning Best Live. One Direction winning Best Pop. Rock Artist Green Day won that. Electronic EDM. Of course, Avicii. And Best Alternative, 30 Seconds to Mars. And biggest fans, Tokyo Hotel. Right. they're not big in here, but they're big in Europe. So, there you go. EMA thoughts, of course, with Miley. Smoking that joint on stage. That's like the biggest headline of the day. Everyone's discussing it. It's not that big of a deal. She's going to be 21. Yes, they say that the EMAs were in the Netherlands. In the Netherlands, weed is legal. Illegal in the Netherlands. If they were in the red light district, okay, but they weren't, so. But Miley's almost 21, she's trying to rebel. Like I've been saying since the EMAs. She's trying to rebel, so there you go. EMA, Miley Cyrus smokes a joint, well, X is #1 in the movies with Thor. Now, a lot of bands, older bands, seem to reunite a lot. You know, like, a lot of reunions, like, Jonas Brothers just broke up, won't be long till they reunite. But it's one of many bands who have never reunited since they broke up in the 80s. ABBA, who have refused offer after offer to reunite. They've gotten, like the Smiths, another famous group that never reunited, of course, Morrissey. They've been offered lots of money to reunite, but they never did reunite. Well, that could possibly happen. Of course, ABBA's made several public appearances for the premiere of Mamma Mia. Some showed up when they were inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But next year is the 40th anniversary of when Waterloo won the Eurovision Song Contest and were better ready to ABBA to finally reunite. According to several interviews, Agnetha Falstad, the blonde of the group, she commented about a possible reunion, saying that, of course, it's something we're thinking about because, like I said, a big anniversary next year, 40 years since Waterloo became a big international hit when they start the road to international stardom. That she also commented there seems to be plans to do something to mark its anniversary in some way, but I can't say at this point what will come of them. So ABBA's thinking about maybe reuniting, but we'll see if they will do it or not. So there you go. ABBA maybe doing something to honor the 40th anniversary of Waterloo at the Eurovision contest next year. Of course, like I mentioned, ABBA is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame over so many artists. And of course, one man who has condemned the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or as he called it, Rock and Roll Hall of Shame, for inducting bands like ABBA over Kiss and Deep Purple, which I hope to get right next year, is, of course, Eddie Trunk. And how I want to mention him, because today is National Mental Day. And what better day to announce plans for the new season of Eddie Trunk's show on VH1 Classic, along with Jim Florentine and Don Jameson, their metal show, going back for the 13th season. Now, the last couple of seasons of TMS have been in New York. First couple of seasons were in New York. Then they moved to Los Angeles. Now, today, through Eddie Trunk's website, they announced that that metal show will be going back to New York City. And they're also going to tape more episodes faster. The new season will start airing on January 18th on VH1 Classic, of course, Saturdays at 11. But here's the thing. They're taping 12 episodes, an episode a week, for 12 weeks, starting January 14th. So that means the first new episode will be airing 4 days after it was taped. They're taping faster because if they tape, because normally in Los Angeles they tape like 2 months in advance, and by the time the show airs, the news is outdated. So with this new format, they're going back to New York and taping a lot faster and airing them sooner. You know, doing an episode a week for 12 weeks, and it'll air faster, and the news will be more relevant than they would be if they were taped way in advance. So, that they're taping every Tuesday, starting on the January 14th, and it'll air every Saturday. So like I said, they're going to tape the episode 4 days in advance of airing it every week, like I said, for 12 weeks. I mean, the news will be fresh, and hopefully to get more bands to come to New York when they're touring, because they've been to Los Angeles because they want to be there and where all the superstars live. So, no announcements of the guests yet, or specifics on tickets, but at least we know, hey, TMS returns January 18th on VH1 Classic. Taping starts January 14th back in New York City with the new format of an episode a week for 12 weeks, airing 4 days after it was taped. Every Tuesday, a taping, and air on Saturday. So there you go. That is my attack line for today. And I'll see you all later with that in mind. You've all been attacked by the news from Zach. Thanks again for watching. And enjoy the rest of your Veterans Day Monday, everybody. Yeah.